And welcome to another X-1 Legion cast. This is Randy here with Mitchem. Matt can't join us today, but that's not the sound of cardboard. Those are going to be the dulcet tones of Travis Posey coming into your ears. How you doing,
Hey,
Travis?
doing well, doing well. Thanks for the invite, guys.
Oh yeah, thanks for joining us. Unlike us, you've thoroughly read some Tour of Duty documentation, so
Oh yeah.
much like when you try to play a new board game, we are going to piggyback off the one guy that chose to read the rules for all of us and see what we can figure out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. No, I've looked at it a little bit, but I haven't dug as deep as I would like to have yet. But we're gonna do that today. But first, let's get some housekeeping done here. So, hey, if you haven't seen it, I got an unboxing for the Rebel box done. And there should be a list building video for it soon too. And probably by the time this episode come out, I think it might even be the same day. There should be bat rep with me and Jerry Recon battling it out. If you haven't seen, Jerry's doing the same thing with the Empire starter box, and they have some cool painting videos. He had Jesse
Mhm.
do good stuff. I'd check it all out. If you know a beginner, these videos will be great for them too. I don't even know if it's like super step by step, but I think just a little bit of demystification. I think sometimes when people open these boxes, it's just like there's a lot of parts in front of you. So just
Mhm.
Yeah, he kind
breaking
of.
things down.
I just wrapped up watching it before we started, and it's more like, okay, this is the primer I use. Here's the different paints I used. Not necessarily like super technical stuff, but it's like I'm going to paint all the parts that I think should be black, and then I'm going to use this to kind of wash it down, and I'm going to use this white to kind of bring out some highlights. And he paints Darth Vader, and his Darth Vader looks amazing. And I mean, it literally took him like 10 minutes max. I mean, because it's
Mhm.
mostly black primer. And then you do a couple
Yeah.
highlights, you paint the chest piece, and boom, there you go. It looks great. And I think anybody can follow that. So if painting is daunting to you, Jesse makes it look super easy. So
Yeah, and one thing about those starter boxes too is that, I mean, I know you guys have probably covered them multiple times, but I mean, AMG kind of knocked out of the park with these things. I mean, it's like all the stuff you get. And I got a game in. I'm using those cardboard, POIs just because it's like that tactile cardboard thick, and the scoreboard's really cool and vibrant. Just feels like a whole new game, kind of just getting to play with all those new toys. So out of that starter box.
well, we all
Yeah.
know how cardboard is special in your heart, Travis. So
That
Oh yeah, that's right.
I really had to reach in my unboxing to try to find like something to be critical, like to improve on. And it was literally just the box. Like the box is like very thin compared to the OG box.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again, like I said there, if that's what they had to do to get it to be $100, then they made the right decision.
Mhm.
Well, cool. Mitchum, there's an event approaching rapidly.
Yeah.
Where's that packet at?
Uh-oh.
So hopefully the packet will be either out at the time of this video or very close. Let's see, we're filming this on Tuesday. I'm gonna plan on working out this weekend. If you don't know already, Oklahoma is having their first big Legion GT November 15th and 16th down in Norman in the Embassy Suites. As the filming of this video, we had 26 people signed up. We just got a massive sign up thanks to Travis here and talking to all the indie guys. Brian Bear is coming down to wreak havoc in Oklahoma. So we have
Bears gotta eat.
yeah, we have. So right now we have Brian Bear. We have the current world champ. We have the LSO champion signed up, and the Dallas Open champion signed up, and Thomas Trotman. I mean, we have a full stack of just awesome and a whole bunch other slew of competitive players. But don't let that be daunting. There are plenty of other very
There's
good
plenty
players.
of not good
There's
players too.
plenty
You'll have a good
of
time.
equally competitive. It'll be a very competitive event, but all those guys are very fun and very willing to teach. There is still plenty of room available, so please buy your ticket as soon as you can. come hang out with us and the X-1 guys. We're going to be watching the mini Strab stream on Saturday. We are going to do a social event on Saturday night. I have been behind the scenes working very hard on prize support, getting all kinds of fun stuff, door prizes, goodie bags, raffle prizes, best in faction prizes. X-1's doing a painting competition. There's a convention-wide painting competition. We have a first edition Return of the Jedi book that someone is dedicating or donating that I will be giving away. Core boxes, customizable commanders, POIs, card sleeves, range 1.5 tools, half range tools, silhouettes, like all kinds of stuff. So please come hang out. It's going to be a blast. I'm really hoping we get to at least 30. 32 would be great. So November 15th and 16th, you sign up on BCP or Best Coast Pairings, and then I will email you a link to sign up to Longshanks. You can also search Oklahoma Open GT Legion, and it should bring us up to the website. And there you can follow the links below. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me on Facebook, Discord. Don't text me though, because I don't want to give up my personal number.
If you'd like to text Mitchum, you can.
There's got to be
call
a line,
him, man.
and that is for work, and then everything else is for pleasure. So please message me on Discord or Facebook if you want more information or if you need something else.
Yeah, I know you talked about all these big names coming in, and there are some fierce competitors in there for sure. Really good players, but I mean, I've got to hang out with most of these guys after hours, after the, day one's over. Super great guys, fun to hang out with. They're just like all the rest of us. Like once the dice are down, we're going out and having a good time. And that Norman area is a really cool spot. A lot of good places to go hang out right around there too. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Probably
definitely
thinking
gonna
of
be definitely gonna be an awesome time. Yep.
yes. Yeah. I have there'll be a video short, or the video will already be up, but I just did an interview with Richard Lavery over on the East Coast in the North Carolinians.
Okay.
North Carolinians, I think is what he said. The
North
X-1,
Carolinians.
yeah, the Crypt to Block guys over on the East Coast, and kind of whispered in his ear a little bit. So hopefully we can we'll have people from all over the country just kind of meeting
Yeah.
in Oklahoma. That's what I love. I love getting people together. I love hanging out. I love talking shop. So yeah, it'll be a great time. And of course, Endless is doing the stream. If you're unable to make it, please join us on his stream. Randy, I'm sure, will be up on there talking up shop, having a good time. So
If you'll have me,
I'm sure. Hopefully. So well, that's enough about Oklahoma Open. Let's get into some good stuff. We have a great episode.
Yes, good stuff indeed. As of this recording, it is the eve of the beginning of Paintober, and so we must do the tradition of hobby harassment. I have not done much, guys.
You're lucky. You're a day early, Randy. You got one day.
I just got back from my long guys weekend, so I did a lot of playing. We did some recording. We did a short about Paintober at our cabin. That is not a place that we live in on a regular basis, as cool as that looked. So please don't flame us for big 1%ers or anything like that. I have been assembling a ton of the starter box minis. I've been trying to get Rebels together.
Yeah.
I'm throwing them on the table primer to shame myself into painting them faster. So I glued Wookiees at work today on my lunch break. Yeah, I know it's bad when I'm taking minis to work to glue things up. So you got to find the time. But yeah, so I'm getting things primed, getting things painted. But that oh man. The amount of plastic to the right of me. So like you could probably see like
I see the little top
wide view. You can see some sprues. It's bad. But yeah, how about you, Mitchum? I see some pink behind you.
This is it.
The table.
These are the last 4 big pieces left,
hey.
besides the ATTE. But these are the 4 pieces I'm going to have painted before Oklahoma Open. So Justin and the U.S. Army esports team and all the El Paso guys can come. That's it, Justin. I have 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So I also painted this guy right before the guy's trip. So just some tentacles for the table. This one was super easy, nothing special. At this point, I'm kind of just going just to get it done. I kind of saved all these pieces for last because they're going to be the hardest or the most intricate. Yeah, I also have a whole mountain of miniatures and gray models back there that are primed or not primed, they're just built. So I'm kind of looking forward to Painttober just to kind of get through my backlog of extra. Like I have like a clone engineer or like a clone captain, another shotgun guy that I need to paint. So just kind of earn some. I think I have 2 more boxes of ARF troopers I want to get painted just to get to my 3 max. So yeah, just using Painttober as an excuse to batch paint and get to my goal of the year and getting the table done. So we'll see.
So is Painttober like 1 mini a day? Is that the goal with
30
Painttober?
minis before Halloween. So 30 minis in 30
Okay,
days. Yep. And they
gotcha.
cannot be primed. They have to
Well, they
be
can be primed,
they can be primed,
and
that's
you
right.
can, and
They
they
can't be
can be
started.
based.
They can be
You
based
just
and
can't
they can
have
be
painted the
primed.
mini
They
at all yet.
cannot
Yeah.
you cannot have paint on them
Mm,
before October 1st.
got
So
it.
they have to be fresh. They can't be works in progress. So if you
Okay.
would like to join in the paint or paint, paint,
Yes, because it's about painting.
painting, yeah, painting. Join our Discord in the description below. There is a whole channel dedicated to Painttober, and every person that has joined has created their own thread that they're going to post their 30 minis in 30 days.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can, as in the short, you can cheer on your friends. And if you haven't checked out that short, please do, because Randy and I had a great time making it, and the vibes we were going for definitely hit. I think we nailed it. So just kind of pat
Yeah, I was
ourselves on the
definitely
back
trying to
there.
go for that Cialis ED type commercial.
Yeah,
Was
yeah.
definitely the goal.
It was really
Yeah,
fun.
that was
Yeah,
that
the
was
cabin
fun.
we stayed
That
at
was a
was
lot of fun.
amazing, and it really fit the backdrop of what we were trying to do. So yeah, join the Discord, join us in Painttober, and you can still hobby harass me
Mm,
until why we're going on. But if you don't get your 30 minis done, I don't want to hear a peep out of you.
mm.
Okay, not a peep.
Yeah, I've been having fun. I got a new 3D printer up and running. So I know you guys have seen me and my prints and all my random newbie questions I throw at you. And so I think the biggest problem with the 3D printer, it prints faster than I can paint.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I have been slowing down a little bit on what I've been printing. But yeah, I've been having fun. Lots of terrain stuff, mainly for my tables that I felt like stuff was missing. One of my favorite things I just got it here. I'll show off is an A wing that I painted up. So
Came out
full
so
A
good.
wing,
Yeah, looks great.
really good print. That Bamboo Labs is phenomenal printer. And
Bamboo
it's
Labs,
like
please sponsor.
if you want a printer for dummies and make amazing prints, that's the way to go for sure.
Yeah. The I think we both have the P1S and the app. I will start prints from work sometimes with that app, check on it with my camera. It's
Hmm.
so
So
good.
good, so
So
good.
many extra features like that are just like nice, but like I don't know how I'd live without them now. It's like a backup camera in a
Default.
car.
Yeah.
But okay, well, man, we had our interview with AMG about custom commanders and their design, and then literally, I feel like all the information hit the fan. Um, we got info on custom Jedi, custom
Hmm.
droids since then, tours of duty. I and I think right before the interview, the Grievous wheel bike stuff had come out as well. So
Mm,
tons of information. So I just wanted to give our first kind of initial thoughts, reactions to the custom droids and Jedi. I mean, we've had time to ruminate on them a little bit. Which would you guys like to discuss first? The ones we kind of have an idea about, or the ones that we don't really know that much about since we don't play CIS that often? Travis, I think dabbles a little bit in CIS, but not often. You technically have a CIS
I play one game a
army.
year of CIS. Yeah.
I say we get the CIS out of the way, and then we can make up for it with the.
Okay.
We'll save the best for
Okay.
last, right, Randy? That was your thought, right?
Sorry, CIS players. Yeah.
Well, Randy
Yeah,
just wanted to talk about.
we'll
clones
save the
first,
last
so.
for last. Okay. So yeah, we got a super tac droid commander and super tactical command droid. They have the same name almost, right? Just different subtitle.
Yes.
There. One's commander, one's an operative. Looks like they both have equip a doctrine override, but the operative has a droid trooper.
I think the operative is 6 wounds as well. Oh, nope, never mind.
He's 5. He's Courage 3 though.
Oh, that's right.
Looks like same weapon profiles too. Okay. So this is the stuff we kind of knew about already. They had previewed that earlier. But then we've got some of our doctrines here. Super tactical command droid only. So I assume either of them can take these. That's correct. Okay.
Yeah.
This unit gains 1. I assume that's the programming.
Yes.
Slot. You can tell I don't play
we know exactly what we're talking about.
At the end of this unit's activation, ready up to one of its exhausted programming upgrade cards. And then for Seek and Destroy, they get a training slot, Demoralize 1, Marksman, and Target 1. So I assume there's some cool weapons to go along with these.
Yeah.
So those are the only 2 doctrines these guys got then, huh? So, but I'm guessing these programmings down here have some cool, fun toys for them to use.
Yeah, I think it's the programming is where it really makes them shine, and where, I think that's where the droids have like the most options and variability of all 4 of these factions, which is really cool.
Yeah, it seems like for both sets on the Clone Wars here, they got their doctrines, but they had this extra layer of Jedi training for the GAR, and then this programming for the droids here. So we got Slice Comms. You tap it, choose an enemy unit within 2, and an LOS of the unit. The chosen unit gains 2 suppression tokens. The chosen unit has a face-up order token. Shuffle that order token back into your opponent's order pool. Yeah, that's rough.
So this is just a free action. You get to ready it up for free every turn if you take the other doctrine. So yeah, I mean, send this guy in, give him 2 suppression, and then, oh yeah, your Bad Batch not getting no order this turn, or Luke's not getting no order this turn, or this is super
That's the big
powerful
thing I noticed, is that there's no rank restriction on this.
It's just a face-up order. It doesn't matter. Yeah, this is so good.
Okay. I'm just doesn't Dooku have a card that lets him manipulate your order tokens too?
Yes.
Yeah, his 2 pip does.
Okay, that might be a nasty combo to have. Oh, hey, I gave out 3 orders and all like 2 of them just went back into the bag. That's not cool. I'm trying to play Rebels, guys. Don't send me back to Shadow Collective that quickly. We got Overclock, which is another allied unit that has the AI keyword within 2 of this unit. The chosen unit makes a speed 2 move, then gains an immobilized token. So kind of like a burst of speed almost. Just it's happening at a outside of that unit's timing, I'm guessing.
This could be interesting on like a super squad of like B2s, or I don't know. Depending on what the wheel bikes end up looking like, maybe it could be something on, because this also doesn't have a rank restriction. You just choose a unit that has AI.
You choose an AAT or a snail tank too.
Also true. A speed 2 move as well, which is
that's really scary on it.
That's I didn't even think about that. Holy cow. Or you can send a Grievous up the board too. I mean, get him into melee, and then on his 1 pip.
Does he have AI though?
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe he doesn't. He does.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
Yeah, so you can't do it on any of the heroes then.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Thankfully. We've got targeting relay. Each enemy unit within 4 and an LOS of this unit gains 1 observation token. I don't know how you guys feel about observation tokens. I mean, free half aims, I guess. I feel like we're going to keep getting more things that interact with observation tokens differently, kind of the way Cody does. It seems to be a design space they like playing with. So
Yeah.
this could be something that's all right now, but could definitely pop off later as more things come out.
It's not bad. It's just a shame that the other two are so much better. So it's just kind of, it doesn't feel like it's wow, you know.
Yeah, I think one of the things too is all of these have those 2 dots next to them. So you can't just take 4 copies of what you consider the best one. You do have to mix and match a little bit. So.
Yeah, that's true. Which is good, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And then we've got limiter override. Tap, choose another allied unit that has the AI keyword within 2. And then you choose one of the following effects. Remove up to 3 suppression tokens or an immobilize. Chosen unit gains an aim token or a dodge. Ready one of the chosen unit's exhausted upgrade cards. It really feels like they've just taken EXD effects and like found a way to redistribute them out into the normal armies.
Yeah.
But I mean, this limiter thing kind of seems to go well with that overclock. Hey, you get a speed 2 move. Okay, cool. I'm going to remove your immobilize now. Yeah, pretty good combo there.
Wow.
Pretty wild.
Jeez.
And then
just keeps going.
Yep. And then we got some hard points here. Right?
More.
Oh no,
upgrades.
Programming.
Yeah, same.
These still more programming.
Yeah.
That's that R2 stick it in, turn it around programming.
Yeah. Optimized task flow lets them direct an AI unit. Strategic programming gives them strategize 1. And then enhanced combat subroutines, the unit gains sharpshooter 1. When this unit attacks, the attack roll gains lethal 1. So this is the fighting one. This is going to be for the guy with the spider legs and the big gun or big staff. For sure. Yeah. And speaking of big guns, here's some weapons. They've got an electro staff with critical 1, double rainbow. The unit gains charge and immune pierce. How do you guys feel about all, like, it seems like each faction got a like cheap melee linebacker or just someone to like throw into melee with a named guy to try to slow them down.
I don't know. I think it's, I guess it's fine now that everyone has access to it, but it's also like, you know, they keep talking about how they want all the named characters to be the story. And if they're just going to sit there and tied up by some no-name dude that I brought just to go hunt your name guys, it feels kind of bad. But we'll see. It might be different in practice. So.
Yeah. We'll have to see. And then we got heavy arm cannon, suppressive, range 1 to 2, 2 red, 3 white. Kind of a hefty price there.
That is hefty. I mean, I think this electro staff and the heavy arm cannon need to be flipped in price, in my opinion. I mean, double rainbow critical 1 and charge versus 2 red, 3 white and suppressive at 1 to 2. I mean, I guess if you give it sharpshooter and lethal, but I don't know.
Yeah. Very true. Mobility upgrade, unit gains scale and steady. I would love to get some units steady. Can I get this for some other people?
And for 8 points.
Yeah. An expanded data bank. This unit gains another programming slot. So right there, you can take the overclock and the limiter override on the same guy. So
yeah,
gross.
So good.
Cool. And then here are the command cards, and I don't think I've checked these out yet. So the 3-pip, they got tactical download, place 4 aim tokens and 4 dodge tokens on this card. Each time an allied droid trooper unit or allied unit with the AI keyword attacks or defends this round, it may spend 1 token on this card. So if it had the token, for each token an allied unit spends in this way, after the effect is resolved, they gain an immobilized token. Kind of reminds me of Maul's 3-pip from Shadow Collective.
Yeah.
Bunch of tokens go on the card. Pretty much anyone in the army can spend it. The immobilized does seem like a downer, but I guess if you're planning on using this card, you're probably going to bring that programming to let you take those off if you need to.
Yeah.
Or if you're already on an objective, you can just sit there and then you can't get force pushed either, right? If you have an immobilized
like maybe
token on
you
you.
don't want to
So-
take it off.
That's a good
Absolutely.
point. Yeah, that is a good point. It seems like there's a lot of risk reward kind of built into these cards. Like you get a lot of powerful buffs, but it's like, oh, you get an immobilized token. Oh, you know, but then they give you ways to get around that as well. So it seems kind of weird, but it all kind of works with each other. So it still synergizes.
Yep.
You know,
It does.
so
Yep.
Yeah. And the 1-pip, Exterminate, just goes to the Super Tac droid. When Super Tactical Command Droid is issued an order, he gains Demoralize 2. First time this round, the ordered Super Tac droid defeats an enemy unit after the effect is resolved. That Super Tac droid may make a free attack action, even if it already made an attack action during activation. So it's like that Ahsoka card, but like kind of better.
it's like the Anakin card, and yeah. So yes, it is better. I gotta say, I love the art on that card.
Oh yeah,
that art is so cool, extremely cool. I hate that it's clones that he's shooting at and killing, but
I love
it. Yeah, that card seems really good.
Yeah, no, very cool. I'm really excited to see what people hobby up with their custom droids.
Yeah.
I really think there's a lot of big brain stuff that's going to happen with these. Like the full effectiveness, I don't know if it's going to be fully evident until you have it happen to you, I think.
Yeah, to kind of piggyback off that, I think there's going to be a lot of not like aha moments or like gotcha moments, but it's just going to be a lot of like, oh, you can do that with this? Oh, okay, that's really good. But I don't think there's going to be a lot of people trying to game people into winning. I think it's just going to be like, oh, that's a different way of doing that. So,
yeah,
big brain
for sure. Well, very good. Let's do our due diligence, I guess, and talk about these Jedi.
Okay, you're more excited to talk about these guys, and you were the droids. I saw your eyes light up.
We got a little Asian representation finally. I appreciate it. They're trying to win me over. Wilczek knows what he's doing, man. He knows what he's doing. He's like talking about, oh, you can build like your own good side Maul, and I'm like, all right. But man, so I think the points on these guys was a little aggressively priced, but not unreasonable. I think they're kind of about right. We'll have to see. I don't even know about how effective they are, but just how much they're pushing out named characters or not, I think will determine where their pricing's landing, good or not.
I think one of the things I saw initially when building a couple of these guys is they have to equip a doctrine and a saber. And so, they're already jumping up 20 to 30 points, depending on what you're taking there. So, whatever their base cost is, yeah, it does feel a little low when you're just looking at just the unit and what it can do, but then you have to have these add-ons, which are all really cool and good.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. They both got deflect, both got immune pierce. Main difference here is the commander has Master of the Force 1 and the operative only has 5 health and 2 courage. So let's dig into the doctrines. We got General of the Republic. They get a command slot. They gain Bolster 2, Direct Clone Trooper, and Inspire 1. So kind of your
Classic.
commandery guy.
I love
Yeah.
this. I love this card.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad that it only goes on the Jedi General, but it's got all the keywords that clones love. I mean, direct clone trooper. Okay, fives. Yes. Bolster. Yes. Inspire. Yes. Command slot for improvised orders. Yes. Checks all 3 boxes. Auto include.
Seems good. I don't know where it leaves the generic clone commander. Kind of pushes him out, but
A little bit.
he's still a little cheaper though, right? Yeah. Okay. For sure. So he'll have his place.
Almost
then.
half the price, yeah.
Yeah.
We got Jedi Consular. This unit gains a Force upgrade slot and steady, and they get the Force Blast, Blast Impact 2, 3 dice. I really liked in our interview where they pretty much said, yeah, we played a lot of like Edge of the Empire and just made a bunch of characters, and that's how they came up with all these customs. Because I was like, cool. That's what I would have done too.
Yeah, the ranged Jedi attacks are kind of I mean, we've really only seen them on Dooku and Yoda, and I think Yoda's Force Blast is 4 black. So yeah, it's kind of interesting to see a steady Jedi, and built-in saber throw is kind of nice. Better saber throw, I guess. So I don't know. I'm not super sold on this. I don't know. I mean, besides like super niche cases, I'm still on the General of the Republic. So that's just kind of my thought process when list building, though.
I'll have to look at the sabers, see if there's a bigger dice profile, because maybe you still take this for say bigger, steady saber throw.
Yeah, that's true.
A Jedi Negotiator. He gets a training slot, Force Shove, Blast, Spray, Suppressive, 1 die.
But spray.
Range 1 to 2. Oh, it's spray.
Spray.
It is spray.
Yeah.
That's a big key.
Spray
there.
is big, yeah. So again, I don't know. And no steady on this one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I think there'll be some niche cases. And they both can be, I mean, you can kind of make your little pop out, little Cad Bane Force Blast guy. Pew, pew. So, but the Jedi Guardian, though.
Cad would never. Jedi Guardian, it's for the Knight or the General. Unit gains charge, surge to hit, and the unit's melee weapon gains lethal 1. Here's your beat stick.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Love that.
And all those upgrades too only have one. You can only take one of them. So if you want to take 2 commanders, 2 operatives, you have to take one of each of those. You can't just take 2 guardians or 2 consulars.
Yeah, that's probably good. Because I think if they did not do that, it would encroach more on some of the named guys.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
And then we've got our weapons here. They're all 0 points, so
lovely.
You don't feel too bad having to take it. We got our regular lightsaber. The unit gains block, which is interesting because they already have deflect. So they'll always have the surge for range, but now they have the option to get it with the dodge and melee too. But it's critical 1, impact 2, pierce 1, 2 red, 3 white, 1 black. Seems pretty solid. Not quite an Obi-Wan saber. But
yeah, okay.
Close.
That probably still hits more though.
And then we've got the twin lightsabers, high velocity, impact 2, pierce 1. I like this a lot.
High velocity to melee attack is ridiculous. That's so crazy.
Seriously, Phantom Menace, eat your heart out. Oh man. Yeah, I'm a double-bladed guy, but when I saw this, I was like, man, if I ran one of these, I think I might be taking these twin lightsabers.
Kind of what I'm building towards, too. The twins.
Pretty nasty.
And then I saw this one, though. This one is amazing.
Yeah, if the unit has double-blade lightsaber, if the unit has charge, it gains tactical 1. If it does not, this unit gains charge instead. It's Ram 1, Impact 2, Pierce 1,
Gosh.
1 red, 3 white, 2 black. You're probably pushing 6 dice through every time, right? You're getting 2 aims and Ram.
Oh yeah.
So you had a really bad roll if you're not getting at least 5.
I'm having a hard time building any other lightsaber than this. I already like the double bladed personally, like what you're saying, Randy. I do like the look of the twin lightsaber. Because that's what Ahsoka uses. But man, this card is so good. This card is so good, and it's 0 points, which is just absurd. It's crazy.
You got to get your Pong Krell on and do
Okay,
double bladed lightsabers.
Why you got to ruin a good thing, Randy? Just ruined it.
They got the keyword for him for ruthless, man. It makes sense. I know I want to wound my Gar models, right? Okay, and then we've got our these are Jedi trainings we've got here. We've got Master Duelist, so you can take 2 of these ones, unlike the Doctrines. For Master Duelist, the unit, if the unit has block, they get outmaneuvered. If they don't, they get blocked. So that's cool how they kind of tiered some of these upgrades together. This unit's melee weapon gains critical 1. This unit gains jump 1. So that regular lightsaber up there, you can make it have critical 2. Yeah.
Better than Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Or it's right at Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah. Well, if you give him Surge to hit and critical 2, I mean, that's better than Obi-Wan right there. So,
man, poor guy. And then we got Peacekeeping Mission. The unit gains Prepared Position, Reliable 2, and Sentinel. Sentinel's kind of interesting to have on a Jedi with the Force Wave attack, maybe.
Yeah, this is a lot of interesting collection of keywords right here. I mean, Reliable 2 is super nice. Prepared Positions and Sentinel. I guess you kind of have to bring one of the Force powers just to, I don't know, one of the range attacks. I don't know. I don't see this being taken very often, in my opinion.
You probably have a specific list if you're taking this. But for sure. The Reliable 2, though.
Yeah, nice. Always nice. Always nice.
That's interesting. Let's see. Force Adept. The unit gains Jump 2 and a Force upgrade slot. When this unit would expend 1 or more Force power upgrades, they tap those upgrades instead. This was a big point of discussion on our local Discord for sure, and I'm sure in other spots. I know someone was like, so can you just keep burst to speeding? And Travis was quick to come in. It's like, yeah, you can burst to speed back to speed 2 with your immobilized token. So that gave me a good chuckle there.
That's a good point. Yeah. I first thought of clairvoyance with this. You can just clairvoyance every turn.
Yes. Yep. That's a good one.
Yeah. I think
all those rerolls.
Yeah, clairvoyance for sure will be a good use. Yeah, those all seem really cool. Good for you, Mitchem. But they got some command cards here too. So the 3-pip is Affirmative General, and this is for either of these guys can use either of these, unlike some of the other command cards, right?
Yes.
Not limited to Commander and Operative. 3-pip, they can issue 3 orders to either a Commander, an Operative, or a Clone Trooper. When issuing orders with this card, you may choose not to issue up to 3 orders. Then for each order not issued in this way, choose a different allied Gar Clone Trooper unit without a face-up order token. Each chosen unit may make a speed 1 move and move up to 1 suppression token.
Oof. So good.
Did they throw that Gar symbol in there just to push out Bad Batch, or are we going to start seeing clones in other places?
The clone trooper keyword somewhere else.
Hey, I don't know. Maybe we'll get those clone shadow assassins in Empire or something.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
And that one's like No Time for Sorrows on steroids. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. I like the kind of took one. What is it? Discretion or aggression? One of the Shadow Collective ones that let you do this, but with dodges or aims. Kind of like that they took that and Added
Yeah,
this to
you
clones.
would like that they took it away from us.
Hey.
Give
Hey,
me a movement trick, dang
I
it.
can't help that we're the poster child of the whole game, and we take what's best of every faction and make
You're
it
like
clones.
the youngest little brother that just oh man.
I mean, clones do like their orders, so this is very interesting. But I think there's ways to still get your orders that you need to, and still get this card effective.
I mean, this is so good. Like, hey, they're suppressed, and I need them to get on the point
Yeah,
and
because
scoring.
Padme's card does a speed 1 too, a speed 1 move as well. If you give them an order, her 2-pip, I think, which
Must be
came in handy
nice.
in our game. I was able to move my super squad range 1 and then double move for a charge into some stuff and kill them. So speed 1's a big time.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
One pip, flow of the force. When a unit is issued an order with this card, it may make a recover action. Then it gains an aim token, a dodge token, and a standby token. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like a mini version of one of Obi's cards, I feel like.
Yeah, recover is cool for the operative version, the Jedi Knight. So, because you don't have Master of the Force or anything, so
Yeah.
Aim and dodge, standby. Nothing special, but get him tied in and let him be a linebackery dude.
Yeah, any quick thoughts on these guys overall? I'm just glad they didn't make just a super cheap force push platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the points are going to be interesting. I have a feeling these guys are going to kind of dominate the meta just for maybe 6 months or so, just because they are so cheap. Until we see kind of a new way of heroes coming out, like the new or the new droid box coming out, the new Imperial High Command and stuff like that. To kind of see like what the next wave of named heroes will look like. But with all these guys being able to tailor exactly what you need in a list, and for them being extremely cost efficient for what they provide to a list, I think we're going to see them in the meta in a lot of big tournaments and we'll see it at Oklahoma Open, because I think it may be the first tournament that both are legal, unless people are doing proxies and stuff like that. But both boxes both boxes should be out by then. So people should have some models at least put together. Cards should be out. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what kind of meta comes out of Oklahoma Open as well. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and just kind of continue on custom commanders here a little bit. Me and Mitchem did get to play a couple games last week, and I got to take out Rebel Custom, proxied that a little bit.
Ooh, nice.
Let's see. It was the one. It was the fighty. It was the one that gave tactical.
Yeah, it had spur, and you took the big repeating gun.
Not the big repeating gun. I took the one that gave Arsenal 2.
Oh, that's right.
Heavy
Because you did
pistol.
and the thermal detonator.
And the thermal detonator, yeah.
We played bunker. He hung out in the back, and then he waited for something important to come in, and then he did 4 wins to Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think he got killed by Super Squad after that, but I mean, he did his job, I feel like.
You definitely got the points out of him, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That thermal detonator's a nasty attack.
Dude, it was gross. It was gross.
For sure.
I mean, Ahsoka doesn't roll really well in melee defense anyway.
But, yeah. Have you got to try any, Travis, or played with anyone who's rolled any out?
No, I'm one of those weirdos who's like a purist who waits till the box comes out, and then I have to have the actual card. So I don't do the play ahead stuff. So, but yeah, I've gotten a couple lists built that I'm ready to take. But yeah, haven't really play tested yet.
I'm really interested to see what you do with vets and one of those guys. One really seems to be catered towards the castle lineup there.
Yeah.
So if anyone's gonna crack that code, it'll be you. So
Yeah, if you
Excited
need
to
any
see
extra
that.
vet unit cards, Travis, just let me know because I know you like to run 6 of them and then 6 Mark
Oh,
IIs. So
I have plenty of cards. Thank you. Yeah.
that's good. That's
I
good.
made sure I can get all 12 of my vets out there if I want to.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what people do because I think everyone wants something a little different out of the build your own,
Mm-hmm.
which is that's the whole point of them. So I'm very curious. I know there's a lot of Wookiee guys excited that they can bring an operative Jedi in the Wookiee battle in the Defenders. So, which they needed a little something extra. So that'll be interesting to see. I know Matt's got a 3D print Jedi Wookiee that he's probably going to use, which is going to look sick. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm super pumped. I'm kind of with Travis as well. I don't really. I kind of wait till the model's out, so I have something and I have cards to look at. But I'll probably build a couple lists and just see what kind of points I can get back and stuff. So
Yep.
Well, I got to say, it was fun. It was nice. I liked it.
Sweet. Like to hear it.
Yeah. Yeah, I basically swapped my guy out for an ATRT I had in my list.
Yep.
And it was nice because Commander Luke was my only commander in that list before. So having that other Courage bubble at that cheap cost was really good. So yeah, I'm
swapping out an
excited.
ATRT for a customized commander, and I don't know if you lost that too many points or if you gained any, but
I think I had to take off like one
there's
upgrade.
one is clearly better than the other, and it made a difference. I think in your list a lot. So
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, you're going to be using all these customizable commanders, not just in
Yeah.
regular play. We got some tours of duty. If you've been living under a rock, AMG announced narrative campaign play for Star Wars Legion.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
pretty interesting. Quite a bit of different things to cover here, but we'll just kind of go through it. I'll try not to read it line by line, but we'll just kind of discuss, and maybe Travis can give us some more in-depth thoughts because I know he's been thinking about it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But the main gist here is that you are starting with an army of 600 points. You create a register, which is kind of like the character sheet for your army, to use an RPG term. You're tracking the combat potential, supply points, and they describe what those are more specifically, but that basically just defines what you're allowed to take in your army, what you can purchase unit-wise, things like that. And then each unit has a little dossier, which is their more specific thing that determines their experience, their rank, if they have a commendation or upgrade or setback, things like that. Can you, Travis, do you want to talk about combat potential and supply points and like the difference between those? Because that's been a thing I've like not been super clear on.
Yeah. So, I mean, I dug into it as soon as it came out. Randy, we were planning a narrative event, and this is like just got dropped in our lap. And I was like, okay, this is a narrative event right here, is what I thought. And then it's a little more deeper than narrative it. You can't just show up as a new player, I think, and have fun with this. But yeah, when you build your list, you get those 600 points, and you are essentially picking your starting upgrades with units. You can't take a whole lot of upgrades. You can take a heavy and a personnel slot on all of them. You can't take any trainings, any gear. Even unless your weapon says equip, you can't even take, a weapon with these guys, unless it says to equip it. And then you start off with, I think they call them, what is it? Supply points is what they're called.
Yeah.
SP. And so from there, you can start making your list a little bigger if you want to, adding 150 points to buy, bring in more units if you want another squad of rebels, or if you want another special forces in your list, you have to spend an SP to bring those guys in. And then if you want additional gear, additional training, you have to spend an SP, and you get to add one to a unit. And so it really feels like, I mean, I do a lot of Star Wars RPG. That's what was cool about that AMG thing that you guys do with them, is they kind of reference that Edge of Empires and the Age of Rebellion, those RPG stuff. And it really, like when I was building my Rebel list, I was like, man, this feels like I'm a level 1 character that just got assigned a bunch of newbies that I'm going to have to go through, a couple of missions before we actually start getting good gear. We're going to have to beat some guys and get some supplies and start leveling guys up. And oh, they could get wounded with some pretty detrimental stuff as well. And that's one of the things too, is like you can fire units out of your list. You can spend a strategic points like, yeah, this rebel squad, they got like 8 setbacks on them. So we're just gonna reassign them somewhere else, and that gives me 70 points to bring in someone new that is not war weary.
We
Um
need you to guard some helmets on an ice planet.
yeah.
Yeah.
Send them off to pasture.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I love that what you said about it being like a level 1 character. I
Mhm.
think that's definitely the right feel and flavor they have there. I would say my only concern about this part is the paperwork.
Mm.
Um, a lot of people didn't even want to print off their own cards while we were waiting. So I really hope either Tabletop Admiral or somebody steps up, makes
Mhm.
some kind of web app or something. I mean, if it takes long enough, I might just do it, but
Mhm.
um, it'd
Yeah,
be
I will say, just reading through the document and trying to like grasp all the little elements of like the rewards and like the story arc mission and the register. Like you can't just have that digitally and try to understand it and comprehend it. I had to print everything off, and it's like that's when it clicked of, okay, I'm gonna have to play 3 or 4, maybe even 5 missions before I get to do the super neat, unique mission that AMG has built out
Yeah.
for my team. And so, yeah, and I kind of played through. It's like, okay, what if I lost 3 guys and I got this amount of stuff? What is my level 2? I leveled up to level 2. What does that look like? So it's been fun. I built a couple of squads already. And that's where I see some of these other things too that are neat. So going on to the next thing you were talking about, which was the what was it? The commendations. As you level up, your guys get kind of some unique stuff. They get extra abilities. Yeah, you can go down to maybe, what is it, page 9, all the way down to page 9, and that's where your squads really start feeling unique. Um, Give them precise 1, inspire 2, giving someone prepared positions. So a lot of cool stuff. But then it's like some of them have prerequisites. You have to be like veteran level 3 or veteran level 2. So you have to level these guys up a little bit. And then you start getting scout 1, tactical 1. Start throwing shield tokens on your commander if you really want to get spicy. So
I really just want to make a really kitted out frenzied gunner bus if I were to play a Shadow Collective version of this.
oh yeah.
Yeah, make the break value 7. It's like, if you want to break me, you're gonna have to kill me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love this, and I feel like this list is just gonna keep growing the more
Hmm.
that they put stuff out. I feel like this is really easy to homebrew more stuff onto.
Hmm.
I'm really glad that they also did defining traits and setbacks as
Yeah.
well. If you're not used to playing RPGs, this might be tough to deal with, but just embrace the downside. It's going to make for great stories at the table,
Hmm.
and I would say definitely go with that mindset. Like, yes, it's a war game. You're playing to win, but most of the fun of this, I think, is going to come from the individual stories of the units you're making. Like when uh, uh, Cardboard Squad manages to make it through another battle, the the corrugated legion defends once again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what's, because I'm a competitive player. I love competitive Legion, 1,000 point list building, going to tournaments. And if you're going into this tour duties of like, I'm going to build the most competitive list, you're probably going to have a really rough time until you get to about 10 games.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think you said it, Randy, trying to build a story around your guy and, what does that do? Because I mean, even at the end of each game, um, your opponent gets to pick one of your units that they felt like went above and beyond, and they give them extra experience. So there is that. You have to choose to pick that. So there's that kind of social contract. Wanting to build a fun experience. If it may be the most threatening unit that you don't want to give experience, but at the same time, it's like, let's make this guy's story cool. Let's make this rebel vet squad that is terrible just a little bit better when he gets out on the battlefield.
I want to see someone's like strike team that like just kept critting every shot becomes some kind of legendary sniper squad kind of thing, stuff like that.
Give them the headhunter upgrade and let them be bounty hunters.
Yeah, that'd be really neat. So yeah, you play these things, this game out over story arcs, and if I'm reading correctly, if you're under 800 points, they recommend doing recon games, and then once you hit the 800 mark, you can do your full size games. So my first initial confusion, I saw these turning point missions, was like, okay, so this is what we're playing, but that is not the case. You are playing normal objectives and secondaries until you've done so many agendas, right? You've accomplished so many agendas, and once you hit that, you do turning point, if that's correct.
Yeah, you kind of with your character, you pick a story arc, and I think they have different symbols at the top of them, like Rebel, Empire, Gar, CIS right now. And so I think that's just the recommended starting one. But after reading through it, is they talk about doing a second story arc. So I think you can do any one you want. So if you're kind of looking through that story arc, it's like, this liberate the system sounds more like a Princess Leia objective. I want to do the bring them to peace because that's more of a Saw Gerrera thing. Maybe I'll do that one instead. And so I think it's designed and all the rules work that way. But then, the agendas, each one of those story arcs comes with 3 unique agendas. And once you pick that agenda, you have to finish it out. And they're not complicated to get them done, but, that's where I think it's going to take 2, 3, if you're doing really bad, maybe 4 games to complete your agenda to go towards that story arc. And then every agenda, once you complete it, on the backside at the end of the game, you get a reward. And some of those rewards help your guys recover a little bit or give you additional strategic points, to bring more guys in. So just a lot of little small things.
Yeah. Yeah. So on these, it looked like basically you can score these so many times during a game, and then you put your order tokens in a bag at the end. And for each token you've put on your agenda, you get to pull things out, and you pick a unit of that rank, and they get experience points. That sounds correct. Okay.
And they're all different. Yeah, there's all different ones that give you different rewards. So it's like, I think there's a total of 12, and they'll have a little bit of unique mechanics.
Very cool. And so the experience plays into their veteran rank, right?
Correct.
And then
Yep.
The SP is for Army special orders, right?
I think it's aid requests or accommodations.
To increase your list size, it's called active recruiting. That's where you can add 150 points on there. Request medical supplies, as your guys are getting setbacks. Because at the end of the game, if a unit was defeated, you're rolling black dice to see if they get a setback and what happens there. And so you can remove some of those if it's a unit you really like and want to keep going strong. The request to strategic asset, I think, is one of the spicy ones, because you can just buy an operative. And so, Bad Batch could come join you for a game with that strategic asset. So, and depending on what faction you're playing, it's going to cost more. If you want a unique commander, it may cost you 3 strategic points. If you want a unique operative, it's going to cost you 2. So there is a way to get those heroes in there, but you're having to invest, away from building up your army to get these guys to come in and help you. And with one of the balances is during your story arc, that big mission that they have down there at the bottom for all those things, you can't have a named character in those. So it kind of protects.
Oh, interesting.
It kind of protects that mission to be, this is your character you've been leveling up's time to shine. and really see what you're made of.
I like that.
Jed
I like that a
Jed
lot.
Starwalker's story.
Oh boy, I saw you
Okay.
today.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. I wasn't sure if you could like make the request and permanently add a name character to your register or anything like that. But okay, so it's a one-time
It's a one and
use.
done.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
you can also just spend it and keep it on your, keep it as a strategic asset and not use it in the next game. You may hold on to it for a future game if you want to.
Oh, okay. So you could pay for it, save it for later. Interesting.
Okay. So you just add it to your register, pretty
Yep.
much. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. And then you'll just have that in your back pocket. I like that.
So I noticed on the active recruiting, it goes up by 150. So this
Mhm.
isn't going to scale up cleanly to 1,000 points.
Right.
So how I haven't looked very closely. How much are units permanently dying on this? Is it more common that they're just going to get
It's
setbacks?
it's pretty rare that they're going to permanently die in here. I haven't done the math, but I think you have to roll a set of crits or something like that on your dice for them to just be gone. But if a unit does die, that unit is removed from your total, combat potential. So if you've maxed out with that 600 points of 600 points of units, if that unit of one that's 100 points dies, that frees up 100 points for you to just add another unit in to take its place.
A newbie unit though. It starts
Correct.
all over. Yeah.
So that's the main
Yes.
thing there. You lose an experience, right?
Mhm.
It sounds like a lot of these games won't even, because it won't cleanly get to 1,000, but it sounds like the sweet spot will kind of maybe be like 800 ish, like kind of around Old Legion. Like I don't see a lot of big, unless you
It'd be
stack all your upgrades to get to 1,000 as quickly as you can. But I feel like anywhere between like 750 and
900.
900 is kind of going to be like the sweet spot, because you're going to want a good amount of upgrades. You want to
Mhm.
upgrade your Paragon enough and everything. So it'll be kind of cool to kind of step back into Old Legion for a little bit as well.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen is, at least your first 3 to 4 games will be that smaller, recon. I think they say up to 800 points. So they talk about, getting with your opponent beforehand, figuring out the amount of points you want to play, and then taking your characters into that game together like that.
So I have a question about that. Um, so you have your register with all your different units on there, and
Mhm.
let's say my combat power is 750, or 750, and Randy is just now getting into it, so his combat power is only 600.
Yeah.
So obviously we would decide to play a 600-point game. Do I and one of my units costs 150 points, so I just not bring them? Is that how that
That's
works?
correct. Yep.
So I just
That's
take
how that works.
Okay, I leave that dossier behind, or I choose,
Mhm.
maybe I want to bring that 150 point unit because they're my most upgraded, and then leave behind 2 other newbie units that
Yep.
maybe I can gain. Okay, but
Yeah.
experience and everything is shared between the whole register. Is it only the people that fought in that battle?
So your register is kind of like guys in waiting. So
Okay,
you could have a 2,000 combat potential,
yeah,
but then you could just say, hey, we're playing 1,000-point Legion. Because if you go further on, you may be getting gear upgrades or weapon upgrades or
yeah.
command upgrades,
Okay,
and so that's gonna slowly, put your units a little more experienced, a little higher up.
mm,
Uh, that
gotcha,
just gives you more options to choose from when you're going into play somebody.
gotcha.
Um,
Okay,
Interesting.
Yep.
yeah, very interesting.
And then there's a little bit of a comeback mechanic in the game, like you were saying. Like once you can do certain things in the game, like finish your story arc, which can give you good things and bad things. But then you get an increase in reputation, and that increase in reputation is like, okay, this army has achieved a certain level that is better than everybody else. And so if you're a reputation 0 going against a reputation 1, I think you get an extra 100 points, is what the rules say, um, to battle against
Oh.
that player. Um, and that just kind of shows that, okay, this person has played more. So if someone goes through 4 story arcs, has 4 reputation, obviously they're going to have a whole lot more units and gear upgrades to choose from. And so then as the opponent, it's like, oh, well, we're going to play 1,000-point game. I'm going to bring 1,400 points worth of stuff. So
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting.
I'm curious how that'll balance.
I think the best part, just thinking through it, is you want probably a core of like 4 people in your group that are going to commit to play this and really work together, and that want to tell a story. Because there is a little bit of a narrative. It is a little bit of a commitment to get to those elements, and you're going to want to see your units get upgraded and get some of those cool keywords.
Yeah, for sure. I really think you could work in a Galaxy at War map in here and kind of you could do like
Mm,
not necessarily teams, but like you could do like the Galactic Civil War, or you could do like the Clone Wars and stuff like that. Maybe have 2 droid players versus 2 clone players, and I mean, and try to kind of play something like that. Yeah, I again, I mean, you guys are more the narrative guys than I am, but I think there's a lot of potential here, and
mhm.
I would definitely want to be in a committed group because I want to see all these upgrades being used, and
Yeah.
I want to play the RPG aspect of this game. So
Yeah, I like that quite a bit. Pretty interesting here on the concession. If they can see, they skipped the post game sequence for the register. Got to play
Ooh,
the game.
brutal.
wow, oh, I like that. I like that a
Yep.
lot. Yeah, because you get both opponents get experience for playing. And there's
Yes.
really and if you win the game, from what I'm understanding, there's really not a whole lot of benefit for you winning because you both get one for
Yeah,
just
there
showing
is.
up,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
And then I get the winner gets 1, and then you draw
Yeah.
a dice for a potential third that the loser could
Mhm.
also get. Is that right?
No, I think only the winner gets that benefit there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. I can see where the concession would be, okay, I just got tabled. I don't want to roll setback dice for all my units.
Mm.
So I'll just not give them experience. Their experiences they're not going to get setbacks. Um,
Full retreat.
yes.
Oh, yeah, so each player gets 2 SPs for playing the game. Then each player rolls a
Mhm.
red defense die on a hit on a block. That player can earn 1 additional SP. And on a surge, if the player won the game, then they
Oh,
can
there
earn
you
an
go.
additional SP.
Okay.
So you both
Yeah.
roll a red dice, and if the loser rolls a block, he gets an SP. But for the winner, it's a hit or a surge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you guys kind of mentioned it a little bit, but was there any like hopes you have for this style of play that you want to see either just personally playing or community wide or take off? Like, do you guys think there's going to be narrative GTs at some point or things like that? Or,
I don't know. There was, I mean, I dabbled in Kill Team and Warhammer just solely for the narrative aspect, wanted to learn about it because I guess they have narrative books with that I thought was cool. Never really got to get into it, but yeah, something like this where, even if you just stay at recon level, I think that could be interesting too. Of like, this is my narrative recon game, and then maybe if I make it to a bigger game, it'll be there. But I think it'd be challenging unless you're committing to a full weekend to get your list going somewhere to get far in this level into this type of game. Yeah, I think it's a unique set that's will be for some people, not for everybody.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think it's going to be more. I think there's going to be a lot of homebrew stuff that comes out of this. That's really not going to find its way into competitive play. I think this is a really nice another avenue to play Legion and not be competitive because I know there
Hmm.
are a handful of people, at least in our community, that don't like doing tournaments. They don't like the super competitive, sweatiness of the game. And I think this is going to be a great avenue for players to kind of just be like, hey, let's play this. And it's like, okay,
Hmm.
like sure, we're still playing Legion. Um, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited. I always like new ways of playing. I've never really done narrative stuff in the past, because I've always been more on the competitive side. But this I'm very interested in. I like the rule set. I like it. Seems very straightforward. And again, I get to tell a story in Star
Yeah.
Wars, so I mean
Hmm.
that's what it comes down to.
Yep.
Yeah. I think another point I'll just say is getting some other models on the table too.
Hmm.
Some that aren't currently super meta relevant, but they get enough veteran ranks and experience, they still might be pretty cool on the table. Maybe you have like a thuggish gang of droidicas that just wheel mode out all the time and just show up and just start blasting. Um, who knows? But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
there is an upgrade that I'm like, I really want to get one of my Rebel troopers to get. Once they get to Rebel Veteran Rank 2, they get Flexible Response X. Where
Yes.
and
Yes.
so getting my Rebel troopers out there with like a Z6 and the shotgun Ithorian, I think that would be kind of cool. Just
Yeah.
having that up there. So,
absolutely. Well, cool. Yeah, I think we'll probably wrap it up here. I, we'll,
Aw.
we'll
yes.
we'll we'll build the tower next time. We'll have Travis on again
Okay.
and talk about Sabine. But um, yeah, I think man, there's so much cool stuff coming to the game, and we have mini Strav next month.
Yeah.
I know that there's going to be some crazy stuff getting announced there. I mean, I'm getting shadow collective stuff, guys. That's how you know the game's advancing
Wheelo,
and is
wheelo,
in a good
wheelo.
place. So, uh, but yeah. And anything you want to shout out, Travis, before we clock out for the day?
Well, I think the big thing Mitchum covered in depth is, we got the Oklahoma Open coming up in November. So it's going to be a great time. You know, he rattled off all the prize support, but just all the guys that are coming. I've seen everyone on the registration list. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a good time. So if you're not signed up, come on out.
Absolutely, Mitchum. Anything?
No, just gonna reciprocate what Travis said, what we've been saying. Um, I'm excited for Painttober. I'm excited to get back into painting. Come hang out with us on our Discord. Come hang out with us in IRL at Oklahoma Open. It's gonna be a blast, and let's make this baby a GT next year. So,
Oh yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks for listening, and just remember that X and O is just one amazing paragon away.
Ooh.
See ya.
bye.